boys and girls, welcome back. It's me, Keith the Misprint Guy, and welcome to week 53, in which I share with you all kinds of strange and unusual cards from a game called Magic the Gathering. Misprints, test prints, if there's something downright weird with it, I want to share with you. So now, what do I have for you this week? Well, one of the things that I really enjoyed here is the latest set. And the latest set, at least as of this recording, is Conspiracy. And Conspiracy has a whole bunch of new mechanics and things like that that are really good and really involved as far as group play goes, and that's really exciting to me. But one of the things that I want to share with you is this very strange pre-release card. It has a phone number on the back. Now, if you've all been reading Reddit or checking online here in the past few months, then you will have probably seen something like this, okay? But what this is, let me explain to those of you who do not know. During the Born of the Gods pre-release, they did not tell anybody, but they just incidentally released some of these foil Magister of Worth cards, and it has this weird phone number. So you probably can't see that so well, so I will drop in a scan. Now, obviously, the versions that they released were not graded, so let me explain what exactly is going on here. Alright, so first of all, this stuff is released, and they don't tell anybody, okay? Now, according to a Wizards of the Coast, actually two Wizards of the Coast employees I talked to, what they did was they ran off 20 of these, and then they just put the phone number on the back, okay? And they didn't tell anybody, and they released 10 of them, and they were a bit worried that that might not be enough, okay? But the thing is, you call this phone number, and it goes to somewhere in Seattle, Washington, which is their headquarters, and you get this really weird, creepy voice recording. And that voice recording tells you a bunch of weird letters and numbers and stuff, and it's a code for another card that is upcoming, which has now been, spoiled, and you can play with it, Cogwork Librarian. So, they were a bit worried that 10 might not be enough, but it was, because certain people pulled these out of packs, and they're like, what in the world do I have here? Well, what happened was, once they started going into hands from the people that actually pulled them to the people that would actually want them, a guy that goes by the name of Kid Icarus, I'm sure if you do enough dealings with stuff online, you probably know who he is. He got it, and then he sold it to my local card shop, which is Illuminati / Two-Headed Games, which is in northern Kentucky. And that store, they happen to know somebody who would be very interested in it. So if you went to, I think it was an IQ or it was another large show, but it was in Cincinnati, Ohio. It was in March 2014. You probably saw this very card. It was not graded yet, but it was there and it had a very, very high price tag on it, and it didn't sell. So of course they're like, we bought this for you. And I was like, okay, we have to do something that's very good, very, important. Let's get this thing graded. And the reason why I got it graded was because rumors had it that Magister of Worth would be the pre-release card, which is correct. And that's exactly what this is, with the exception of the fact that it has the phone number on the back. Now, this is the kind of thing that can easily be faked. As of right now, I cannot say that there are fakes out there, but this is just one of those kind of cover your own ass type thing. I was a bit worried, that somebody could fake it, so I wanted proof. Not that I have any intentions of selling this, but in the future, if I were to, this is some hardcore proof. Myself and one other individual were smart enough to get these graded before the pre-release happened. So, when you have something weird and unusual, the more proof that you can come up with, the better. So this was something that I thought was a very good idea. So, anyhow, we have this new set, and I think it's really great that Magic the Gathering is not following its typical formula, and we need this set to be a hit, because if so, then we will be getting some more weird and unusual sets in the future, because I don't think most of you realize that when Unglued and even Unhinged came out, they were considered a failure, at least in Wizards of the Coast's eyes. They just did not sell as well as they had hoped, so they scrapped a lot of future plans. I don't know if you realize, but when Unglued came out, they had plans for Unglued 2. Not Unhinged, but Unglued 2, and it got scrapped. You can actually find artwork for Unglued 2 if you look hard enough, and it almost happened, but because we did not buy enough product, they said to heck with it. So it wasn't until we said, oh, we're sorry, we really want another set, and then they finally gave us Unhinged, and then we didn't buy enough product of it as well. So it's kind of important that this conspiracy goes over well, which I think it will, and I am not a person that likes to draft, but conspiracy has definitely changed my mind. I have not had this much fun drafting since Mirrodin. So anyway, that's a bit off topic, but I really hope that you enjoy conspiracy as well, and I'm also thrilled to have something that's like new. I mean, I realize a lot of my videos are a few years old at this point, but I don't know if you've kind of noticed that it seems like everything I'm showing to you is like from Unlimited or Exodus or something of that sort. So it's really nice to be like, hey, something shiny and new, and I'm very happy to have this in my collection. And if you are lucky enough to have one of these cards, well, good for you. And if you were even luckier to actually pull it, then wow, hey. So there are 10, maybe as many as 20 if those last little batch got snuck out the back door. But in other words, there are very few of these, and there are even fewer that are graded. So you should know by now. Any questions, comments, concerns, as always, you feel free to get a hold of me. Otherwise, I will talk to you soon, so take care.